भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार सच्ची गीता मुरली 21st February 2026 Morning class 29th September 1968 Om Namah Shivaya. Spiritual children, yes Baba, there are so many Vedas, scriptures and Upanishads, etc. All of those are for the path of devotion. There is no hope of receiving any fruit from them. The sovereignty of heaven is received through the Geeta. All of these many scriptures belong to the path of devotion. While reading all of this, you have continued to come down. There is so much arrogance. Om Namah Shivaya. The Father is cautioning you. Consider yourself to be a soul and sit in remembrance of the Father. Continue to remember the sweet home and the land of happiness. Do not forget this. The intellect should not go in any other direction. This is why the Father gives the caution to consider yourself to be a soul and sit. Remember the land of peace and the land of happiness. The spiritual father sits and explains to the spiritual children. Now the spiritual children have the remembrance of the spiritual father. You have understood that the spiritual father has indeed come. Every year Shiv Jayanti is also celebrated. Whatever has passed, they make pictures of them in the path of devotion and worship them. You know that there was a picture of Shiv Baba too. He surely existed, which is why he is worshipped in the path of devotion. Good, there was a picture of Amba, was there not? She existed, and that is why she is worshipped. She has passed. They used to worship Amba and they worship her even now. They used to worship Shiva too. They used to call him the incorporeal. The Father reminds you of this. Jagdamba was also there, that is, the mother of the world. And Sri Lakshmi, although they call her Mata, mother, too, she was the empress of the world. She was wearing so much jewelry, etc. She was the empress of the golden age. Good. When did Jagdamba exist? No one knows this. They know this much, that Sri Lakshmi and Narayan existed in the golden age. It was their kingdom at that time. This is in the memory of you children. Now that Lakshmi is not here, she was pure and worthy of worship. Her worship has been taking place at this time. No one knows when Jagdamba existed. If Amba was there, then Baba was also there, whom they call Prajapita. There is a temple to him in Ajmer too. They do not know when he came either. You did not know either. Ask your heart. Did we know? So the children know that Amba was there and Baba was also there. Both were ordinary. In the temple, to both of them, they do not show any jewelry, etc. They would be only one mother of the world. Would there not? She is the unlimited mother. There would not be many. Her features would also be one and the same. In the path of devotion, they have made so many pictures of Amba. They have given her so many arms. There are not that many arms. Just as they say for Brahma, 4 arms, 10 arms, 100, 200 arms, all of these are the many children. So they have given so many arms, countless. In reality, there are only 2 arms. So all of that is the knowledge of the path of devotion. Now it has come into your memory. It cannot enter anyone. else memory. There is a temple to Shiv Baba too. There are many temples to Jagadamba and Prajapita Brahma too. It is just that no one knows fully when they existed. The knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end of the whole world is in the intellects of you children. The main picture should be this one. There are not many pictures. They have built so many temples and continue to give them names. Shiva is only one. His shape is also one. He is a point. There cannot be the slightest difference in that. However, there is a lot of difference in the sanskars of every soul. Sannyasis also call themselves great souls. Mahatmas, they call Krishna a great soul too. But there is a lot of difference between them. You understand that sannyasis leave their households. Krishna does not have to leave his household. He is ever pure. He is a sannyasi. Sannyasis take birth through impurity, poison, and then try to become pure. So they are called sannyasis. You will be called unlimited sannyasis. You have renunciation of the whole unlimited world. You are studying for the new world. Have you ever heard of such a school where you study for the next birth? That is, where the fruit is received in the next birth. You are studying for the new world. They study that education to become barristers, engineers, etc. Now, the time is short. It is understood that all that study will go to waste. For how many years will they study? Parents give money for studying. So, why not study the spiritual study? You will receive the inheritance for 21 births from this. It is a matter of understanding. They are senseless. The Father comes and gives you understanding. So, why not study this study through which you will become the masters of the world in the future? Because this old world is now changing. Apart from you, there is no human being who knows that this study is for the establishment of the new world. In the new world, there was the kingdom of these deities. Humans do not know how that is established. The Father sits and explains. He explains the secret of Lakshmi and Narayan, Jagdamba, Rama, and Sita, etc. There is no question of violence. This is your war with Maya. It is in this that you are defeated, which is why you are called the Moon Dynasty warriors. Kshatriyas. A status is received only through studying. Now you have the memory. Those who fail will go into the Moon Dynasty. Your war is with Maya. It is not that a war between the Kauravas and Pandavas took place. The Father is the guide, Panda for everyone. They even say, "Oh Baba, come and liberate us." Become the guide. So he is the guide, is he not? Those are physical guides. So you are spiritual. Now everyone has to go home. Therefore, you have to remember the Father. This is called the pilgrimage of remembrance. In the path of devotion, if they remember Shiva, or they say Shiva and remember him, or they go to Srinath Dwara, or wherever they go, they remember him. All of those are physical pilgrimages. You know for how long we have performed pilgrimages. We have done devotion. This is Lakshmi and Narayan. Now you have the memory that we are becoming this. You worship Shiva too. You know that he is Shiv Baba and we are his children. You understand these matters now. In the path of devotion, you do not receive anything. So you know that truly there is Shiv Baba and we are claiming the unlimited inheritance from him to become this Lakshmi and Narayan. I eat from Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba feeds me. This is the whole feeling, is it not? He is just a point. He performs actions through a body. The Father receives the loan of a body, so why would he not feed the children? The children also understand that Shiv Baba feeds us through the body of Dada. Shiv Baba teaches us through this mouth. These are the imperishable jewels of knowledge. You become pure by the pilgrimage of remembrance. not by bathing in the Ganges. No one in the world knows this. You understand. There should be full imbibing of the two. In reality, there is only one point. It is sung. Liberation in life in a second. The Father is the ocean of knowledge. He teaches you Raj Yoga. It is such a valuable thing, but it is a matter of imbibing it. You note it down, but then do you keep it? They just tear up the paper because if it is imbibed in the intellect, then the paper has no value. Here the Father tells you things through which you change from humans into deities. You become Maharajas and Maharanis. Lakshmi and Narayan are the Maharaja and Maharani in the golden age. Then those who fail go into the silver age. The dynasty continues. Now the time is short. They have written hundreds of thousands of years in the scriptures. A matter of hundreds of thousands of years cannot remain in the memory. You have this memory now. You have also understood who is called Amba. Amba gives the sovereignty of the world. Then she becomes the world Empress Lakshmi. So, in the path of devotion, they ask her for wealth. Now, who is greater, Amba or Lakshmi? Humans do not know anything. They go in front of Amba and even weep. They go and ask for so many things. They think she fulfills all our desires. They only ask Lakshmi for money because she is very wealthy. These matters of the world were worthy of worship. They then became worshippers. You know that we too were worthy of worship. Then we became worshippers. These scriptures of the path of devotion have made you forget so much. Sages and holy men, etc., have all continued to come down while reading the scriptures. They say that God Vyas created the scriptures. They do not know when He created them. Now you know that these scriptures are created in the path of devotion. There is no benefit in reading these scriptures. All of this is the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. All our devotees, they remember one God because they think that God will come and give us the fruit of devotion. When God comes here, why do they make effort to go there? God has to come here and give the fruit. These poor helpless people do not know when and how God comes. He himself comes and explains how I come. My birth is alaukik. I enter this chariot and teach you. What would Shiv Baba do by entering a chariot? No one knows. They have obliterated the name of the one who spoke the Geeta and inserted the name of Krishna in his place. What did Shiv Baba do? The Father comes in a chariot. The soul of Krishna has his own body. He takes birth from a mother's womb. They show a very good picture of Krishna on a people leaf. That is the palace of the womb, where he sits comfortably. He does not suffer any punishment, etc. The Father brings all of this into your memory. The Father sits and explains the secret of the beginning, middle, and end of the world and what knowledge and devotion are. There are no other pictures, etc. Look how many temples they build. Look how first class they have built the temple to Lakshmi and Narayan. Somewhere they show both as fair. Somewhere they make Lakshmi fair and Narayan dark. They cannot tell the reason. Whatever entered someone's mind, they made it. They show the shivling as black too. So, now the Father reminds you, children, of everything. The Father sits and explains. He knows knowledge and He knows devotion too. Your devotion continues for half the cycle. You read so many scriptures, etc. And then they say God has created them. It is a wonder. Bharat was the land of truth. Then how did it become the land of falsehood? This too is in your intellects. There must be a reason what things they have written in the scriptures. They continue to defame everyone. Sri Krishna is a small prince. There is no need for the Gita there. Everyone is in salvation there. Who would be? Who would he sit and speak to there? This is also wrong. God is only one. They have made God weep so much. They haven't made anyone else weep as much. The father sits and explains all matters to the children very well. When these Lakshmi and Narayan etc. were in the living form, there was nothing but happiness. People of all religions call it Bahisht, paradise, the garden of Allah. Now the Father is changing this forest of thorns into a garden of flowers. You know that Shiv Baba looks in this to see which ones are becoming flowers. These are the different varieties of flowers in a garden. Each one can understand for oneself. What type of flower am I? Those who are good flowers definitely make effort to make others like themselves. In a garden, there are many types of flowers, so the Father reminds you all of this, constantly staying the remembrance of this knowledge. This is a study, only this will go with you. The Father says to the souls, whatever I teach you, you take that with you. I speak the knowledge that is in me to you, that is in me to you. Now the souls have to be taken home. Then, when you come into the new world, this knowledge will disappear. The cycle of 84 is completed. The Father establishes the kingdom of heaven. In this, a variety will be created. The aim and object is to change from an ordinary man into Narayan and from an ordinary woman into Lakshmi, who teaches Raj Yoga. You have this memory now. The Gita is sung as the jewel of all scriptures. What happens is that the whole world turns around. The world does not turn around through any other scriptures because that is not the Father's scripture. There are so many Vedas, scriptures, Upanishads, etc. All of those are for the path of devotion. There is no hope of receiving any fruit from them. The sovereignty of heaven is received through the Gita. All of these many scriptures belong to the path of devotion. While reading all of this, you have continued to come down. There is so much arrogance. They think we are authorities of the scriptures. The Father explains these are authorities of the path of devotion. They have continued to read the Gita, scriptures, etc. The jewel of the scriptures is the Gita. First is this Gita. All other scriptures come later. If the one Gita is false, then all scriptures become false. There is no aim or object. God taught Raj Yoga, through which they became deities. What do they tell you? They sit and tell you old stories. Do you receive anything from stories? Even in that, they have told big lies. They have taken the matters of the battlefield in a physical way. They have also shown that the Yadavas produced missiles, and then the war between the Kauravas and Pandavas took place. Everyone was destroyed, only the 5 Pandavas and a dog remained. They too melted and died on the mountains. The result was nothing. They have become tall stories. This is called Kanras, pleasing to the ears. Nothing happens. The Father explains, for half the cycle you have been listening to this, to things that are pleasing to the ears. This is the Murli of knowledge. Look how much difference there is. The soul of Krishna is also listening now. The Father himself has to come and explain to the children. Acha, love and remembrance to the spiritual children from the spiritual mother and father, Bab Dada. Lots of love and remembrance to my beloved Bab Dada and Mat Pita. Namaste Baba. Om Namah Shivaya. Blessing. May you be a lighthouse. Now transform the vibrations and the atmosphere with your attitude of granting blessing and being a great donor. Until now, those poor helpless people are distressed and continue to search for where they should go. Thirsty souls have not yet received the introduction of the true destination of the ocean or the rivers. Therefore, show the path to the destination through your form of lighthouse. Om Namah Shivaya.